Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're hanging out here, which is right next to this church. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Huh. Interesting. I had no idea there was a little thing up here to drag out. Is it anything? No? Fascinating. Anyways, we talked to some people in a tent last time. It was hardcore, or was it? Did we ever talk to this lady again? Yeah, we did. Let me just...
Hello again.
Oh. I guess Did I tried to save scum that, right? But I must have loaded... Should we just...
Hello again.
Fuck it.
The device is cold to the touch.
That's fine. We'll count that as our role and live with a result. We are going back to the church though. We have the key now. And we can inspect it for... Well, they talked about a bunch of things, including but not limited to a crabman. Let's
Wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
see what we can find.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes.
Strange.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
In the city. Oh, look at this. Strange stillness fills as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Interesting that my thoughts are telling me that, so I'm going to avoid running then. Even though this is painfully slow. Grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with church. Speaking of art, how am I doing on my actual art degree? It's 117. Can't even look at this shit. 3 hours 13 left on the homosexual underground. Interesting, some more of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, looks intentional. Some long forgotten styled. That looks like a tape recorder or something. Perhaps a player. Blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Let's go around this way first, I think. The bowl is filled with water. Live wire runs directly into it. They were talking about that.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
I don't really want to do either of these, but I guess I have to do one, so I'm gonna stomp my feet and clap my hands.
Produce a few muffled thumps, after which the sound
Do I have to yell as well?
total somehow.
Yell.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
I'm gonna turn to Kim and ask what's
The
happening.
lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can he not hear me?
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing, on its premises.
Sure, maybe they wanted to discourage singing and dancing.
Could be.
He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though.
Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear
Shit.
completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Well, I'm gonna try to see beyond the shadows. I have -1 to my perception because I can't even look at this shit. Oh well. I did get to heal a bit.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height. It's like you see your own face reflected back at you in the vanishing geometry. A strange, alien image that's supposed to be you.
Huh. Try to make out something, anything?
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
He follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is you are seeing, which is nothing. I'm gonna blink. Oh fuck!
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Tiago? Hello.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
I'll speak to him. Hey, who's there?
The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
I don't think that's how I expected him to talk. I don't know how I expected him to talk, but probably not like that.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershore.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
The mother's love.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
I haven't drank that much. I haven't drank that much lately. I wonder if that is reactive to my avoidance of alcohol. Oh, hell no! Whoa. I can say if I want. But it's true, I guess I have a bit of a problem. It's been getting out of hand lately, but...
It's that cruel way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Necesitas parar. Necesitas is pretty self-explanatory. Parar. Speak? We have to speak? Is that what he's saying?
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Or maybe listen.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
I mean, for some reason I feel like you have a point there. El Vino is wreaking the havoc.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
wasteland of reality. It's been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic, and that it's a sickness, and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground, your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this, even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. I would love to quit. I don't have a skill point though, so I'm gonna have to wait until I get one.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game?
Come on, rhetoric. He's being chill.
'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
He hath deceived his... Okay, so he's not lying, but he may have fooled himself. You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, he's really more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Did you also carve all those sculptures?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
I wish I could look more at the pillars. That's a fun thing to say, but let's go with this, I think. Honestly, I don't get it. All these figures look half finished.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
What were you before you became a crabman and a woodcarver? I don't want to keep calling him a
I
crabman.
was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
This is fun. This probably gives us an apocalypse scope point. I'm gonna shake my head and said, so many people losing their memory. A certain portent of doom.
Nah, ese, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellas, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
I know a Tiago, kind of. An acquaintance at best, but I've encountered the name. Let's roll with Kinda curious if that gives a point in anything. Sure, my name's Harrier Dubois, and my place in the world is Lieutenant W. Freighter.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'd be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who is this Mother of Silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, that's it. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
Curious. What will happen once you drink from this
I
perforation?
will be incinerated, but
Oh.
not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You sure you didn't just switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
Faith is kind of a
I
drug.
heard that before, Way, and I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last night?
This is interesting. I think love might have been my drug of choice, and I think I'm still hungover from it.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
That's interesting. I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I
Kinda
know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
He said that twice. I kind of like this guy. He's pretty chill. How did you even find this place? This church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the
I'm
church.
Seraph Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Singing is good. We should all sing a bit more.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart.
With a burning heart.
Thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Interesting. Are they? I don't know. Is there an answer to that? Sorry, I'm gonna Google that over on the side here. Does fire have a sound? The combustion reactions don't inherently make sounds, says Physics Stack Exchange. They release plenty of energy, causing the nearby molecules to acquire higher random kinetic energy, which is theoretically detectable as Brownian noise. That's a bit complicated, I think. Right, I had other
The
questions.
sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
It
Huh.
looks like he truly doesn't remember. There's a vague
Legendary.
sense of time.
Do you know where the other spooker is? I'm gonna point to the strange machines.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Esa viejita muy estudiosa. Estudiosa must be like studies. Educated, perhaps? I don't speak... This is Spanish, right? I imagine this is some flavor of Spanish. Viejita. I don't know what that means at all. Yes, I don't know.
Viejita is grandma.
Oh. Wait, so there is another person living in the church? And it's a viejita?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Ah, that's a bit pretentious. You don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then.
Computer.
With different interests.
So you got nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or...
I see. This is just informing him, right? Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
Once in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
Do they have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
What do you think about it? The nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't
Really?
bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go.
Really?
Might even be nice to have some company.
Okay then, thanks. I was not expecting that. Pants? Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure drawn in frost on the window, depicting a deer. Huh. No, not pants, just some cloth. Oh, it's a silk scarf. +1 paint threshold. What do I have now? Inland Empire is really good though. Let me just see what it looks like. Nice. At least I think Inland Empire is good. It seems to have been helping me a lot. Cracked pane of glass, colorful. We did pay for today, right? Spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Those look like shoes. Ooh. Ooh, empathy. Empathy shoes. What a perception. Kinda need that right now since my perception is down. Will I have any reaction to wearing these? No. No thoughts. Bit more money. That's a pretty classic pose. Got like a scepter, a crown, an apple. Very makes me think of tarot. Are her lungs highlighted in the art? Didn't we hear someone who was talking about lungs? Was it one of the rave boys? I'm not sure. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. Portable Harmon Wowshi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. Let's quick save before we interact with this computer.
A machine stands in the corner,
Mainframe.
watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
These are some interesting sounds.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We
Let's...
should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the Doom commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch
The one
anything.
you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Fell mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
So this is the governmental version. Are we dealing with someone who works for the government then? Wait, let me just investigate it. I'm gonna step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
I'm gonna look inside the compartment.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
I wanna press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
This is the same lady. Fortress accident on Saint-Brun.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
I don't know the password.
I will write Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Fortress accident, like the one in the Doom commercial area?
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Ah,
Saint-Brun. That's the church.
yes.
And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine? That's the Doom commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
Thanks, but I'm finished with this call. Press off.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of
Keyboard is
static.
still illuminated.
I don't know what the print button does. I almost ran just now. Almost double clicked. Do you know the password, sir?
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
Huh. Have you by any chance heard the viejita say the password to a radio computer?
Too many times, essay. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Why are you doing the SS drama? Seems fun though. Should we say this? This is a little sneaky. Fuck it. Let's be honest. Yes, it's for this is kind of honest at least. I'm investigating everything vaguely connected to the murder. It's very holistic. It's for a first-degree murder investigation in Martinez.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Don't sweat it, Vato. The password is afterlife death.
That is true. But what comes after death?
What do you
Indeed.
think of that? Makes me almost pity La nihilista pequeña when I hear it.
La nihilista pequeña. Nihilist. I don't know what a pequeña is. Sorry. Okay then,
I
thanks.
think we're done here, Essay.
Oh, he crawls off into the darkness above?
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
It's definitely relevant. Don't worry about it. Oh shit, autosave. That makes me worried, so I will quick save as well.
The machine's keyboard.
Press play.
Speaker-
Good afternoon. Votre
Let's try this again. I think I might have the right password for the
Good.
log.
Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident is there.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard.
Press print.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
I'm gonna read the printer.
First entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Do you think this log might be connected to the case?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
I'm gonna read the second entry.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place. That the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics.
Sounds
It's
familiar.
a little spooky, alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving.
Barely succeeded
What
that.
was that about narcotics? This could prove to be
No.
interesting. 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would you need an antenna?
Would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire rotting on the ground, inspecting it with his boot. I'm gonna read the fourth entry.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna. Had some problems setting it up. Called Simo for help. Heard the others
Simo.
go back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers.
Simo Sulislav and Lexi. I don't know how to say that word properly. The name Sulislav. I don't know what it means for the little L to have a little dash through it.
But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked.
Graphic design. Is this connected to the gaming thing?
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup when the backup wasn't even connected to the front.
Huh.
I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Data loss.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault.
Yes.
Just keep reading.
Artists, programmers, Lexi. Who are all these
I
people?
think these people worked in the radio computer games business.
Yes.
The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder.
Indeed.
Keep reading. I'm interested now.
Yeah, you
I
are.
want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
6th entry.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Huh.
Is she talking about?
He looks to his right toward the silence. I'm gonna read the 7th entry.
8th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real, and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence, with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Curious.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
What could it be? I'm gonna look at the water basins.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them.
No ripples. Read the 8th entry.
March 51. Some kind of
Oh, March.
disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good. I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
She must be describing a cell.
Girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
Read the 9th entry.
51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it.
Oh, shit.
The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
That's me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer. The storekeeper must be Plaisance.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with the machine.
Ah, fuck.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines.
Thank you, interfacing.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also some canned air.
Canned air.
Your reading is interrupted by the sound
Oh,
of
shit.
the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Oh boy. Hello. We're just snooping a bit.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
Oh boy. I think number 2 here is less bad. We're not just breaking in, I'm pursuing a mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity.
You won't find any answers from here.
She barely looks up from the keyboard. You hear the machine whir back to life.
Just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
We should do that on the next episode. Might have been a mistake to do all the shit with the computer, but we'll see. We'll live with that. I will see you next time.